Hi, friends. Hi, friends and family. Thank you again for clicking on this channel and welcome to Be Empowered with Sarah Brave. If it is your first time on this channel, thank you for clicking. This channel is about empowering and encouraging believers, especially young believers. Please do not forget to like, share, and comment down below. Before I start with the video, thank you so much for your support, for your comment and sharing my videos. Thank you so much to all of you. So before I start, I'm going to tell you a little story. I don't know why my voice is going. So at the start of the pandemic, I was just thinking, God, what should I do? How can I contribute and stuff like that? So this idea came. I had a sewing machine that has been sitting there for God knows how long. So this idea came that I should make, a mask and, give it to people that need it. So the idea came, and obviously I needed to teach myself how to do it. And I've already got a sewing machine. So I needed to buy all the few stuff like material and stuff. So sat down, it took me like 5 hours making one mask. But I managed to get through it. And as time goes on, I was able speed up, I already knew what to do. So I was able to make the others within 5 minutes and stuff like that. So I managed to make a couple of them actually. So where am I coming from with this story, or where are we going with this story? It was an idea that came and I was able to put that idea into action, and I was able to put the idea into an action, and the idea became physical, which was the mask that I made a lot of masks, I would say. Where am I going with this story? In Jeremiah 1 verse 5, the word of God came to Jeremiah and said to Jeremiah, before I formed you, I knew you. I've set you apart. I thought of you. Before you were born, or you were conceived in your mother's womb. So before was used twice, which is an emphasis for us to know there is something about before that we need to know about. So before God formed me, He already thought about me. He knew a time like this will come. The word of God needed to come to Jeremiah to remind Jeremiah who he was. Sometimes as believers, we need the word of God, or God to come to us. We go to church every day. We listen to the word of God every day. It becomes so natural and so casual that we do not know who we are as children of God. I believe that was what Jeremiah was going through, because Jeremiah was a believer. But I think the word of God became so casual to Jeremiah that he has forgotten who he was or who he is. So the word of God needed to come to Jeremiah and remind Jeremiah. Like if you watch my testimony, for me last year, the word of God needed to remind me that, you know what? My name is not just a name that you just say. My name is powerful. It carries weight. We changed my mindset. So when I mention the name of the Lord now, I know the weight it carries. Something needed to happen because I've been going to church. God knows. I've been hearing the word of God. And I've been hearing how powerful His name is. Singing the song, the name of the Lord is powerful. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. But within me, I haven't experienced how powerful it was. Till something happened to me, then I experienced how powerful the name of the Lord is. So when I mention the name of the Lord, it's so different compared to last year when I would just mention it. The world has told us that we will not mount anything because of where you're coming from, because of your background, because of your skin color, because of your weight, because of your age. Do not look at that. God said to Jeremiah, before I formed you, I knew you. Before you were conceived in your mother's womb, I have set you apart, Jeremiah. I have predestined you. I want to remind you today that society must say otherwise about you, but God had predestined you already. Do not look at your circumstances and make a conclusion because of what you're going through and say, this is who I am. I can't go beyond this. It took one night for an orphan to become a queen. That's Queen Esther. That's how God works. Do not look at where you are or the things that is happening around you and make a conclusion. This is my future. I am not going to go beyond this. Read the word of God. Read the word of God. When he created us, he made us in his image and likeness. In his image and likeness. Imagine. You are not just anybody. You are somebody. God created you in his image and likeness. Do not look at yourself and say, I'm not going to go beyond this. Read the word of God and remind yourself of who you are. Your circumstances cannot define you. Jeremiah was young. He looked at himself and said, God, I am young. He looked at his circumstances and he made a conclusion. Moses looked at his circumstances and made a conclusion. God, I cannot speak. I cannot go beyond this. And God reminded him, Moses, am I not the one that created your mouth? I want to encourage you today that do not look at your circumstances and make a conclusion that I cannot go beyond this. Remind yourself day and night of the word of God, the promises of God, what God has said about you. He has predestined you. He has appointed you for a time like this. Walk with him diligently. Read the word of God day and night. Meditate on it. Do not rely on your pastors. Do not rely on YouTube. Find time for yourself. Find time, make time, and sit down and read the word of God. For God to speak to you. For God to remind you of his promises. For God to tell you that I have predestined you. I've made you for a time like this. Do not look at what people are saying about you. Because we have just started this work and we have a long way to go. Friends and family, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I hope you were encouraged today. Do not forget to like, share, and comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye. Empowered with Sarah Brave. If it is your first time on this channel. Hi, friends and family.